Welcome to Montana. Far Cry 5 is a first-person shooter game set in Montana, and if you're familiar with the Far Cry series, you'll know that shooting is a pretty fundamental part of the game. So I've come to Montana to find out how long it would take me to learn how to shoot a real hunting rifle. This is day 1, hour 0. This is Chris, a former Navy SEAL who now owns a huge shooting range in Bozeman, Montana. He's agreed to help me learn to shoot a rifle safely and accurately. In the office, Chris explains the ammunition and rifle type I'd be using, as well as the proper positioning for shooting and how to correctly pull the trigger.
Like this, right about there. Left hand will come over here, and you kind of ball it up, and then it's easier if your right thumb is over here to have a gentle trigger press.
Okay, so like this.
Yep. Okay, so that was a surprise, right? How'd that feel?
Fine.
That's what you need to do. Okay.
Throughout this, there were 3 points that were really driven home. Number 1, don't ever, ever, ever point the gun at anyone. Number 2, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. And number 3, keep the ammunition, including the one in the chamber, separate from the gun until you're ready to shoot. After this, we head outside to start shooting for real. I was pretty excited.
So what we're trying to do is have 3 shots that are precise. So the meaning of precise means that we're going to hold our reticle at the same spot, and we want all 3 of those shots to be close together.
So the first thing we're trying to hit is these 1-inch diameter dots from a distance of 100 meters. 100 meters, that's the length of a football field.
It's a really light trigger, okay?
Yeah.
So don't have any pressure. I'm going to go ahead and take it off, safe, put it back on fire.
There we go. That
You're in
left
the
hand
black.
piece. Huh?
You're in the black.
I want to...
A what? What? I can't hear what you said.
You're in the black.
Is that good?
You hit it right in the circle.
All right. Yes. Oh yeah, you can just about make it out. That's right. First shot, right on the money. Right through the middle of the black target, 100 meters. Beginner's luck, right?
See if you can now do precision, which is getting 3 shots in the same spot.
Okay. Oh, that feels good. Wow. I would say that's not bad. Okay, just to put that in perspective, where those cars are is where I fired those rounds from. And we got within 2 inches of each other, I'd say.
That's excellent work right there. That's probably one of the best I've ever seen for a new shooter.
I want to try and hit this one. Do not hit the camera. Turns out I wasn't too bad at this. Even I was impressed. So I set the milestone at hitting these 3 beer bottles from a distance of 100 meters. And the reason for that is because I wanted to mimic this gameplay footage, but 100 meters I realized is way further than I was shooting these bottles in the game. Now this is a little bit more tricky because it's 3 separate targets. Once you're all settled in and squared up, it's relatively easy to put 3 rounds within a close proximity to each other. But the hard part is setting up the aim and getting everything squared up. So doing that 3 times without any misses was tricky. 3 bottles, 3 shots, 100 meters. I'm gonna go top left, top right, and then the bottom.
You got it.
That's 1. Okay, let's do 2. That's such a nice noise.
Okay.
Bingo.
Sick.
Okay. That's all 3 balls, right?
Yeah.
Nice!
Boom! Job done. I was surprised how easy this was. Perhaps it was years of playing video games, or maybe I was just a natural. But most likely, I underestimated the precision and accuracy of the rifle when setting this milestone. So not quite content, we upped the ante a bit.
Okay, this time we're going to try and hit this bottle of beer on this post from 300 metres away. That's 3 times the distance, 3 times the accuracy. From here all the way over there. Can you see the bottle? I have always wondered what these dials on a rifle actually do. This one here is for elevation. So depending on how high you are above sea level, pressure, muzzle velocity, you can adjust that. We used an app to calculate all these factors, and I know that we have to turn it to 4.5 for this shot. The one on the left here is called parallax adjustment, and that is dependent on distance. So if we're going from 100 meters to 300 meters, I just turn this dial from 100 to 300. Holy shit, that's so far away. I'm going. Yes! That's 300 meters away. Yes! Yes! That's a long way. That's a long distance.
So now it's, can I shoot that precise at 800 meters?
Wow. You can probably see absolutely nothing, but over there is a tiny little orange target. Let me see if I can. You see that? That's over there. That's what we're shooting. Jesus Christ!
All right, so look at the skyline, where the hills hit the skyline. There's one tree with a orange target at the bottom of it, right on the skyline. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you're looking at.
Holy Oh, 720 meters! Over there. That's 720 meters! So this mark on my head here isn't a spot. It's from the scope hitting my eye because I put my eye too close to it. Chris calls that scope ring, and it's a newbie mistake to make. So this concludes the final video from my trip to Montana. I learned a lot, I learned how to shoot, I learned how to fish, I seen some gorgeous scenery. Thank you to the Far Cry 5 team for enabling me to make this content. If you guys liked the scenery and the setting, then go check out Far Cry 5, the game. It's out now, it's set in Montana, which is where I was. It's pretty cool. Thank you very much for watching.